Hello everybody, back here again for our Idiot's Guide to Marathon Training, and today is Thursday the 22nd, and today the weather was absolutely beautiful out. We had a nice overcast, wasn't too hot in the sun, nice and warm, got a good sweat going on in that. Came up here to Des Moines to go for a run. We're out here at what's called Gray's Lake. We started here, ran around the lake one lap, came back, took off a different direction, ended up heading down by some, western historic trails, ended up in some areas that weren't really trails, just kind of run around some spots in that. I had my buddy with me, you can kind of see him back there. Met a couple new dogs and stuff on the run. I was able to kind of stop and chat with them a little bit. He's not big at drinking out of his bowl, so I'm having a little hard time with that process, but luckily I found a couple spots that had some fountains and stuff and little like faucets on like lower down for your dog to drink. And I was able to teach him to drink out of the faucet just pouring out, which worked out really well. I was glad he's kind of learning that stuff really quick. But we had 7 miles to do today. It's a 2-mile loop around the actual lake right here. And I didn't really want to make like 3.5 laps. So I thought, well, I'll take off the other direction, end up going out, ended up coming back in at 7.18 miles overall total. There was 3 different times we stopped and rested. Once for quite a while at the water fountain that kind of laying the cold water on the concrete. He seemed to enjoy that. A couple more times we're meeting other dogs and stuff and that, I guess. And well, I guess those kind of were right side by side. And then we stopped over talking to people trying to figure out where I was at, because I was virtually lost and didn't really want to take the long way back around. Ended up kind of coming back, had to backtrack a little ways, but ran down the side of the road as opposed to bringing the trail all the way through. So definitely had a good time, got to meet lots of people, got to meet lots of dogs. He had a good time. Seemed to really get through it really well. He rocked out the run. I was surprised how well he did. After our first lap here, we stopped back and got water out of the van, and he was drinking it, and he did pretty good there. Didn't drink a lot. My time was, we got a lot more running to do, so he better learn it. So end up with my overall distance was 7.18. Time was 11:04 average at an hour 19:27. That's what it took us to run that. So, but like I said, we did stop. I'd say we probably had a half an hour downtime between all 3 stops, and that right there is not that big a deal. Probably, I'd say 20 minutes the one time, then 10 each other time was really good for him. That 20 minutes was definitely a really big thing for him. It actually is bad for me because my legs start tightening up and I don't want to start running again. But I was running at such a slow pace today, it wasn't that big a deal for me. I was able to take back off and get going. So definitely, if you get a chance to get to a different town, this is like a 2-hour drive up here one way for me. It's a 4-hour round trip to go run some different trails. A lot of new people and stuff. Met a couple nice people. Most of them up here are kind of snobby and just, you say hi, how you doing, you run by and stuff. And if they even wave, they kind of do a quick little whatever, kind of go away kind of deal. So, but I did happen to stop a couple people and ask them directions, and they were real helpful there. So I was happy with that. But the people with the dogs were super friendly. Really good time with that. So other than that, not much going on with the run. My knee's feeling pretty boogered. See if you can actually see it right here or not. It's not looking too bad, but it's still kind of just really tight and really kind of boogered up in that there, from where the booger behind me, the dog back here, tripped me the other night. But I'm running on it, and I wouldn't want to run a marathon today, but I think if I had to, I could. It would just be in that high 5-hour range, maybe 6-hour range. There's no way I'd be in that low 5 or high 4s. There's just no way the way I'm feeling today. So, but by October, it'll be perfectly great, and I'll be out rocking that thing, ready to rock that thing out in the 5-hour run without a problem. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have any questions, concerns? Feel free to hit me up below. Get yourself a running partner if you can, a dog in that. It's been a lot of fun. A little more work, you forget how far you're running. You really do, because you're concentrating on him, you're thinking about him a lot more, worrying about how he's doing and stuff. It really takes your mind off your running. You can knock out a lot more miles really easy. So that's what I got for now. Lace up your shoes, hit the door, and get your run on.